15 laps complete. 2 rookies lead the field, Scott Pruett and Dale Earnhardt Jr. with Steve Park in third. Here comes the lead. Earnhardt Jr. going to turn 3.
And the crowd goes crazy on the front straightaway. They really pull for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's got a lot of pressure right now, Steve Park, and he's got
he hits him and turns him around. Caution is out, and everyone else will drive through that smoke screen to the caution flag as Steve Park and Scott Pruett make contact.
Steve Park just barely touched him as they were entering out of turn 4 there, and it was just enough to turn him there.
Doesn't take much of a touch at that point of the racetrack. You're almost out of control anyway, and just a little bit of a touch, and around he went. That's too bad. Scott Pruett had the best run going of his NASCAR Winston Cup career.
He had just given the low lane on the racetrack. Not given, but allowed Dale Earnhardt Jr. the bottom lane. Earnhardt Jr. went by for the lead. Steve Park tried to follow through. The hole closed up. And Pruett's car, you can't see the damage from this shot, but there is some. Roof flap, that's an aerodynamic device designed to keep the cars on the ground when they turn around with their tail into the wind. The pit crew will knock that one back down into position, and hopefully Scott Pruett can stay in this race.
He's got a lot of damage there. The car is kind of doglegging down through there. The left rear, you can see, has a lot of damage there.
Let's have a look at what happened.
Steve Park in the one there, right there. They just barely make contact.
And around he goes. Kevin LePage did a good job of dodging it. Terry Labonte comes along, goes down to the inside. Here comes Dale Jarrett and Mike Skinner. Here it is again. Just a little bit of a nudge coming up right here. And that sent the back end of Pruett's forward around.
Let's show you what Ron Hornaday, or excuse me, what Dale Earnhardt Jr. saw in his mirror.
It's amazing there wasn't more contact there. They were leading the race. They were the first 3 cars, and it was a miracle that a lot of people didn't get caught up in that wreck.
Well, the best thing that happened there, buddy, was Pruett, after he hit the wall, was able to keep the car against the wall, and everybody else had a clear path down to the inside and to the caution flag.
As he comes into the pits, so does the rest of the field.